One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mighty Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the USF Bulls and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Black Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulls offense will have the ball first. Let's put the focus now on Kenny Odom. Had over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out.
Well, one of the big wins for this football team and this fan base this offseason, David, was going to the portal and bringing this guy in to help the passing attack. They knew he was going to be able to stretch deep.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Under pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Left side, it's Odom. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sullivan. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So Army's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings. Poor starting field position here for this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Keeps it himself. Pulls it again on the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Fake to the back. Wants to throw it. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Black Knights line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. From the gun, it's Isaac. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Down he goes. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. This quarterback, part of their running game. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Isaac. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Escapes the pressure going right. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Sets his feet. It's Van Buren. Finds his target. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bulls are marching down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Running inside, it's Collins. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Collins.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Out wide left, it's Rodgers. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Sticks it in his belly. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pack's got it on the screen. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Punt is in the air. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Black Knights offense will go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They're all over him. Back open in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Going to run it. It's Isaac. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Drops back. It's Van Buren. Complete. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Grab behind the line. It's Glover. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Run in the red zone. It's Isaac. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Bulls use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Rush right in his face. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Getting set for the point after. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Fullback's got it. Here's some daylight. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's USC looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. And now over to your game inside Michie Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
And the Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Give to the fullback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Pulls it. He'll keep it again on the option. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fields the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Fires quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hits inside. It's Isaac. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Bulls have this offense rolling. Out wide right, it's Odom. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Isaac. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bulls will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Trying to get the corner. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Keeps it. Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Using his feet. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got an alley. It's a seam wide open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Long way to go on 2nd down. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Quickly out to the tight end. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the right side. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. on the option. Doing it himself again. Still on his feet at the 45. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Lets it fly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Look out! And he avoids the sack. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Bulls will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it himself. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Keeps it himself. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. Keeps it, looking for the edge. Oh, look out, the ball's free. He's loose down the left side. The 20, 10, scooped and scored. Touchdown, Bulls.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Under pressure. They're working that left side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Motion from the wideout. The play fake. Rush is on. Got rid of it just in time. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Left side is Rodgers. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulls. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself
field position. He'll do it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Rid of it on the RPO. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Release to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeping his eyes downfield. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.